Hey, welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Oluwatosin back again with another video. And today is the part 2 of my creative chat with Martina. If you watched the first one, you would know that it was very inspiring, and she's just talking about her experience in being a featured dancer in Jingle Jangle. If you haven't watched it, you need to go and watch it right now. Like right now. Okay, no, not right now, but watch this video, then go and watch it, okay? Cool. Anyways, yeah, this is just our part 2, so let's do it.
Rehearsal process, again, like I said, it was all on set, so it's like retention, pick up, deliver. Advice on working on set just in general though. First of all, be you. Don't be following anyone else. Like, stick to who you are, because you got hired on the job because of you and obviously of your talent. And then at the same time, like, if you're having one of your days where it's just like, oh, I'm feeling tired, or like I just want to speak to anyone or whatever, like, there's still a way of how to let people know that. Do you know what I mean? Don't just walk into the set or into the green room being like, good morning, good afternoon, cool, I'm just gonna chill here today, guys. Like, people get it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, actions speak louder than words. So, but still saying good morning and hi, how are you? And then going about your business and doing what you're doing. Shows that sort of, okay, team player, and also like you have manners, and like you don't want to show off bad energy to anyone or share bad energy around, because it's just very unhealthy. And like, I found that working on Jingle Jangle, there's a lot of amazing dancers who first of all have their own mind, were older, and were just on it. Like, I was working with Dolly Henry. Oh my gosh, Dolly Henry.
Oh, Dolly!
Sensei, jazz sensei, bop jazz. Like, I was working with Dolly Henry. Dolly Henry has literally, she's just like an apple for me. Like, she's, you know. So she was working on it as well. And for me, Dolly Henry's energy was very, it's not reserved, but she was just being her. She wasn't about to like be jumping up and down whilst we're in the green room chilling. She was just being her. And like, I took a lot from that, because I'm like, oh my gosh, as someone who's been in the business for so long, still training, still teaching, still doing what she's doing, and she's just been in so many films and productions, and just, she's amazing. The reservation that she has within herself is just, I took so much from it. Like, I chilled with her quite a bit whilst we were on set, and then obviously everyone else and stuff, but you gravitate towards different people on whatever for whatever reason. But I would always say, when you're on set, just conduct yourself professionally, because you never know who then you're going to work with again or see again, be recommended by someone to do something, or so just always conduct yourself professional, but be you. Don't try and fit in, because then you're going home and you're being like, oh wait, I want me today. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
It's so true. It's so true, because they hired you because they liked you, and I think that is very powerful, because especially we're in the age of social media, where actually, from my observation, I do feel like sometimes you see carbon copies. And it's so important to like show who are you. Like, if you're in audition, if you were doing a self-tape, like some self-tapes I've done, they say, oh, tell us a little bit about you. Like, you know, it's always like a daunting thing, but I think it's important to know who you are, and like go in the industry that you're in, so that you're not blending. Like, you know, like if I was to think about you and Melissa, I'll be like technical, I'll be like full of life, full of energy. Like, there's certain things that I see that I see in you guys that I don't see in other people. And even though you're twins, I see the difference as well. So I think that's such a powerful advice for many people. Like,
absolutely true to who you are, regardless of the situation, to be honest. Like, adapt, don't get it twisted, but still be you.
Definitely. Cool. And so following the film, obviously I've seen that you created choreography to one of the songs, and do you want to just share a little bit about like what's kind of come about after? Because obviously I've seen it, but I want you to explain.
So being in the film, I was in the section This Day, and again that song resonated with me, so I was just like, I need to choreograph to this song. I need to share the joy that I got from being in the film and being a part of it, even if it's small. It doesn't really matter to me, I was in it. And to share that with people. So I'm like, how can I do it? obviously I'm passionate about dance, moving, so let's create. So I created to the song. I got an opportunity though, obviously because we were in a pandemic and over this lockdown, we're all teaching over Zoom and stuff. So I was asked by a couple of schools, Pineapple and all these other schools, if I would teach a jingle jangle workshop, and I was like, oh, absolutely. I had to really sit and think about it, because I was like, yeah, because first of all, it's an experience, and then second of all, if you're a dancer and you listen to the song and you want something to resonate to and to move to, I'm like, this is the perfect song to do it. So I created this routine that obviously I created the routine, and and then I taught it to, where did I teach it first? I think I taught it to Pineapple Arts first, and the students' faces beaming. First of all, because they knew the song. Second of all, they learnt a piece of choreography that wasn't, the choreography wasn't Ashley Wallen's choreography, it was just inspired by Ashley, and the fact that obviously inspired by the song. And they were just so, like, they were enjoying it. And I was just like, this is great. The power of movement, but also music. How dare they cut the art down? Don't you dare. Bring back theatre, bring it back.
Exactly.
Music and movement, art, just in general, we cannot live without. It feeds your soul, regardless if the students got the choreography right or wrong. At some point, I wasn't even bothered, because I was like, enjoy the song. Just enjoy it, as long as you understand it and show me who you are. If you want to do a kick, split, spin on your head, break dancing. One little boy's break dancing to the whole song because he couldn't get the choreography. So I said, you break dance, you show me what this means to you, and it's awesome. So I created that, and I was like, this is great, because it's also highlighting the film, first of all, directed and produced by a Black director, and I'm like, in this scene, and he's highlighted so much for me. And then the fact that I'll always tag in David E. Talbot, Ashley Wallen, everyone who was involved in the film, like, because I'm like, I want to keep sharing this amazing experience that I had, and the fact that it's an amazing film, and the fact that it's on Netflix and it's going to be on there forever. And you know what I mean? So yeah, when I created that, it was perfect, and it helped me as well. It kind of healed me through this lockdown. Because it's hard times, you know what I mean? Like, this lockdown is not easy. Like, not everyone gets through it easily, and dance saves me. And then the fact that I was able to create that and it be mine creation just really filled my soul during these hard times, and then sharing it again then shares the joy to everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. Oh wow, that's amazing. And the choreography is amazing. I can't wait to learn it. So I'll be looking forward to that.
Yes, I'll be teaching at the end of this month, so you'll get to
so yeah, but yeah, it's been amazing hearing your experience, and I wanted to do this just to kind of share and also celebrate the people around me who are doing great things. And I think, you know, this pandemic has been crazy, and you know, sometimes you lose motivation and stuff like that, but hopefully someone watching this can be like, oh wow, do you know what, I've got hope that something will happen, you know. Your industry is still going on, obviously now with like regulations and stuff like that, but I want it to give someone hope, and also especially for like younger dancers, not to feel like they need to rush their process, because sometimes you can get something prematurely. If you're like, oh, why hasn't it happened yet? Are you doing the work to get there? Are you, working on your body? Are you training like an athlete? Because that's what we are, dancers. So I want to do this just, for people to hear about your journey, and to just know that it can happen.
Absolutely. I definitely 100% agree with, when it's your time, it's your time. One door closes, another one will open. You can't, Maya Angelou, all great things take time.
Yeah.
That's it. You just have to take your time. And, sometimes you can decide to go and do something else and then always come back, because maybe you need something just to distract you for a bit and then come back. And that's perfectly fine. It's fine to take a year out, 2 years, but come back. Like, if that's fine. Take that break. But then when you don't take a break, keep going, but then also remember to be human at the same time. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go for a walk, go see your friends, just have a chat like we're chatting now, like to speak to people, because that's why your friends are also there. They're not just dancer friends, they're friends. They're people who are there who can speak to you, but you know the difference between your dancer friends and friends. Like, don't get it twisted, but
what did we learn from PSG?
Oh my God,
consistent. I mean, it's originally from TD Jakes, but it's just knowing who, like, your your friends and your acquaintances.
That's it, exactly.
Well.
Yeah.
So it's definitely important, especially in this world and right now as well. Okay, so I've got like a little cheeky one at the end. It may not be you may not have been, because you said you were on set for like 3 to 4 days, but did you get to meet any kind of like famous actresses or actors?
So I met Sharon Rose and Justin, so they were the lead roles within the film. And there's a part in the film that I'm actually stood next to them near the shop, and they're doing the finale bit. Sharon Rose was beautiful, and so was Justin. Lovely. I didn't get to meet Forrest Whitaker. Obviously he was in the movie. I didn't get to meet anyone else who's obviously the big actors in the film, but or even meet John Legend. Like, he was on set. I think he was in London at the point of the filming, but John Legend obviously didn't come on set when I was there. But I feel like just being on set, knowing that they've walked where I've just walked, or looked where I've looked, is enough for me. I'm like, wow. When I do meet you one day, it's going to be an experience, and it's also going to be at the right time when it's meant to be. I don't even know what I'm going to be like when I meet someone uber famous. I get starstruck, so I'm going to contain that. But I just feel like, if I'm honest though, the choreographer for me, like Ashley Wallen, like, just to even work with him, like I've met him through doing workshops and classes and stuff and intensives, and which has been a blessing. But then to work with him, for me, makes me feel like, oh, obviously he's famous. Like, you know what I mean? He also
you know, like,
for me, just
celebrity.
That's amazing to be in his presence and to work with him. Oh, I'm done. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm not done, but you know what I mean.
There's
still aspirations. There's so much more.
Yeah, there's so much more. Like, there's just so much more, and I do feel that more is coming your way. So I'm really excited for you. And you just the last one as well, like, because you spoke about Ashley Wallen, and I know, you know, I've taken class with him as well, and like, he's just phenomenal, and he's very precise. Just tell us a little bit about what he, in your experience, what he was looking for on set and stuff, just to help anyone who may be like, oh my gosh, I really like, who they dream is to work with Ashley, basically.
Yeah, I feel like what I got from Ashley is precision, definitely, being clean, and performance. So like, when I did one of his classes, when Cisco brought Ashley in to do a mock audition.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
Do you remember? Oh my gosh!
I didn't quite to like the end of the audition.
That was one
audition, right?
Because none of us got it right. Yeah, it's like the mock audition. And I remember that. Oh yeah, it's me and you,
the black girls.
Basically, we did it. Yeah. And then Cisco was like, guys, that would look like one big freeze.
No, I think that will always be a quote that I never forget. That was one
of us got it right.
We went up in
flames. But you know what the thing was? We kept going. Not one of us was like, we just kept going. And I think we all needed that woofa, and then we did it again, and then it went fine. I feel like we first of all were overwhelmed. Second of all, Ashley sat there. Third of all, it was a lot of content, which we were like, oh my god, I can't do this. But then the second time we did it, we acknowledged it. ADP. We ADP'd it, basically. We ADP'd it. If you know what ADP, you know. Like, we just did, and then we did it, and then we just smashed it. And like, I feel from then, even when Ashley taught the choreography, he was so precise. It's like don't mark, like, do it. Because first of all, muscle memory, and then second of all, it's respect as well. Like, Ashley, and then on the set, it was like, okay, I have to just get it like precise, whatever the move may be, just make sure it's there, because I don't want to forget it. And then also, like, you have to bring that right energy as well, like. So if you've learned it now, you've done it like 3-4 times, it's like, okay, now start putting the performance and the energy element around it. And I think that's what helps the choreographers place people and whatever. I could be wrong, but I think it's like energy, or like height maybe, or whatever, or costume. So all that goes into play 100%. So you, regardless of where you're stood, to be honest, on set, on stage, front, back, middle, center, side, stage right, stage left, still go full out, because you can still be seen. So,
and there's someone at home who wants to be in your position, because I know I definitely wanted to be there. I was like, you know, so yeah, like, whatever, just go full out. Oh, that's amazing. And I think really good advice that I would take in my training, because I would love to work with him on a film. So
absolutely. I'd love to do it again.
Or even just a show, not just a film.
Just an opportunity. Could this be even studio assisting? That I'd be happy for.
Yeah. That's amazing. I feel like, you've kind of covered everything. But what I would say is, if anyone's watching this, just put in the comments if you've got any other questions for Martina, and then I'll just share it with her, and then we can type it into the comments. And what I'll probably do is make this a 2-part. If I don't know how long we've been talking, but if it was, but I'll probably make it a part 1 and a part 2, so that it's easily like digestible. Awesome. But thank you so much.
I actually want to add something. I forgot to add. Whatever height you are, don't allow that to discourage you. Oh my God, I'm too tall, I'm too small, I'm too this. I'm 5'3", and like you have to wait for your opportunity. Don't allow your height. Don't make your height be like, okay, I can't do that. I'll never get it. I'll always say there's a job for everyone. The difference is, are you willing to wait? Yeah.
And on that note, this is such a powerful thing to say. You know, there's something for you. There's something for everyone. You know, like, I don't even have anything else to add. That was amazing. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you. I always love talking to you, regardless of what we're doing anyway. So thank you so much thank you so much for just speaking to me. And also, it makes me relive that memory again. And like I said, we're in a pandemic, and even just speaking to someone about an experience, I feel so lifted now. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go do my food shopping, but I feel lifted. I'm gonna walk differently. You know what I mean? So thank you so much for speaking.
You're welcome.
So much. I missed you.
I miss you too. But we'll see each other soon. This will be over soon. We just need to ride it out. Keep him motivated. And I think also, another thing from PSG is celebrating past victory.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's one of the things that we learned. And I think it's important. Like, even the other day I was watching videos of me, like, I did a performance with Chloe Dean, and I had to like switch from different roles, and I was watching the video and I was like, I know what I was saying, you've come a long way. Like, you did that, like you were in a 3-person show, and you like played multiple roles. Like, I played the crazy like ratchet girl, I played a little 4-year-old, I played a girlfriend, like back to back. And I was like, I need to celebrate the past victories and not keep like, oh, where's the next opportunity? Because then you're not really registering that you've come a long way, you know, and you've got so much to offer, and remembering your skills as well. So I really enjoyed this, and I think and I hope, you know, even when you watch it back, you're like, wow, like
thank
I was
you
actually
so much.
in a major film. And guys, anyways, you know that it's on Netflix. Please watch it and stream it, you know. Black director and everything, you know, we got to support our peoples. But that's it.
Awesome. That was great.
And just an extra plug as well, if anyone's watching this and they want to get into dance, or like Martina, do you want to just talk about, you know, your teaching and when you teach in
so my twin sister and I have our own jazz company called Jazz, Martina Melissa Jazz, and just follow us on Instagram. Just type in Instagram Jazz 5678, and basically we have classes on a Friday, we have training programs on a Sunday, just really focusing on jazz technique in general, but all things based around jazz. So you're welcome to come. Just find us on Instagram.
All right, guys, that's the end of the, I guess, chat. I might have to create a word for this, creative chats.
Ooh.
Who knows? Something will come. Something. What?
We catch up. There's a little catch up. I don't know. I'm sure you think catch up.
Yeah, we'll put something there. But let me end the recording now.